It's 8 o'clock p.m. and I'm heading to my dad's house now to go ahead and start on pulling his water pump on a 2004 Chevrolet 5.3 liter. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it because it's making all kind of noise and it's losing water through the weep hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and help him out, and we're gonna get this rolling. So stay tuned, and again, thank you guys for following and supporting the channel. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, and I'm very thankful to be able to have fun and do this stuff, even though I work 24/7, and like this right now is the only time that I can actually get to his project because he's in a bind and really needs his truck or his vehicle, you know, and getting off from the barbershop right now, and I'm heading there to start on this. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and you guys stay tuned for more. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, changing out these water pumps, it's not for the weak, baby. You gotta do what you gotta do, though. You know, it just goes to show that if you really want to do something bad enough, you're gonna find a way to do it. So, you know, bang them fingers up, bleed, get your little blood, get your little something, you know. And then this is the things that I'm always going to be grateful for, because, you know, you got to do what you got to do, especially when it comes to your family. And it's my dad's vehicle, so you know, he just had quadruple bypass on his heart and all that, so he's down to one vehicle. Well, both his trucks, they're this one here, this is like a spare one, and this is his daily driver. And man, he was just down to no vehicle, and it's, you know, doctor said he could start driving again and, you know, go take care of his business, and I've been helping him a lot. So it's been rough, man, trying to do all my stuff, trying to, you know, take care of other people, and it's what I love to do. I love to help people, so you know, it's part of life. It's what we do. So, and thank y'all, man, for the support. Thank y'all for following my channel. Thank y'all for keeping up. Pretty soon we'll get these books out there. We're working really hard towards this stuff right now, and unfortunately my book publisher, he is in the hospital at the moment because his stent collapsed. So it's weird how things work, man. It's very, very divine. It's very weird. Just gonna keep praying, because it's all you can do is keep praying. And again, we're not in a hurry, but we got a short time to get where we gotta go. So we're gonna live forever. So thank y'all again. Thank y'all for supporting. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and stay following for more, because we're gonna keep coming back with a whole lot more over the next few years. Thank y'all. Thank you. Y'all stay blessed again. Okay, so I wanted to see what the issue was, because it was leaking through the weep hole. And usually when it leaks through the weep hole, that means something's not right, or if it's making a whining sound. So I think something's wrong with this here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the back off. Let's see what it's looking like in there. I got tools everywhere, man. It's everywhere. We'll go ahead and look inside of here and see what's going on. That's not right. And the reason you can tell is because this one doesn't have that kind of play in it. Alright, so we were working on this 2004 Chevy Silverado last night for my dad, and I got it all pulled apart, turned around, and ended up getting the wrong, the O'Reilly's gave me the wrong water pump. So after getting it removed and all that, and having the one that I had went to O'Reilly's once and got the next thermostat, but then they gave me the wrong one again. So by the time I went back last night, they had closed. So I had to wait till today to go get the right parts. So we got the right one, and we are looking at putting it together first before installing it. So, oh, if you guys ever need to know the trick to taking off the clutch fan, you know, clutch fan, that nut that you see on the back, there it is. So when you do this and it's on there, you're gonna put your big crescent wrench if you got one. If not, get you a wrench. And when you put it on there, you are going to tap the top as you push it the direction it needs to go. You're not going to hit the sides. You're going to hit the top. A few taps on the top, it'll knock that nut loose, and you'll be able to spin it off after that. So just thought I'd share that with you real quick, because sometimes it is a pain in the ass if you do not know what you're doing. So we're going to go ahead and get it installed, and I wish I would have did like a before shot of getting it done, but I was in a hurry and I wanted to really film it, kind of give people an idea, or give somebody that's out here trying to fix a 5.3 water pump. So yeah, if you're in that position, it's not as hard as you think it is. I would just go for it. You know, you're gonna need a 10 millimeter, you're gonna need a 8 millimeter, and pair channel locks to, you know, get the hose lines off and all that. A flat head, and razor blade, some wrenches and things like that. And you're gonna need a 15 millimeter to go ahead and remove your tension pulley. So your tension pulley, this is really not that bad. It's just 3 bolts. And you can tell it's just 3 bolts here. But yeah, and when you remove your casing, like your whole line, your air intake, it'd be a lot easier just to remove the 4 screws right here, and then remove the one here and keep it all together, so you don't have to take off 2 clamps and fight trying to get it back together. So yeah, definitely make sure you disconnect your battery during the process. You never know what could happen. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this installed back in now. We have both the ports cleaned up as best as possible. To remove the housing, it's gonna be 6 bolts, and you'll have this line to remove, this line to remove, and then this line here to remove. And you just have to remember what spots they came from. And then I also removed this hose, which is right here, because I needed to be able to get the other part out. So you kind of just put that to the side. Make sure you get you a nice razor blade to go ahead and scrape all the old gasket stuff off if there's any. Get as clean as possible, you know. And you'll have to remove this one plug for the air intake. Forget what it's called. Anyways, yeah, it's really not that bad of a job. Just be careful when you're working in here. You don't want to tear up your fins and stuff for your radiator. But yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and get this all put together, and then get it mounted in, get our gaskets on, and continue what we're doing. Okay, and if you're ever in the position where you have to change a water pump, if you're already down in there, you might as well get you a new belt to put on there and a new thermostat as well, because you don't want to take a chance on your thermostat going out after just changing a brand new water pump. So y'all just remember that. Change your thermostat, change your belt, and because you already have it pulled apart, if you can afford to do that. So keep that in mind. All right. So I got my water pump on and turn around. I hooked up all my lines back here. So if you can see, we got this line, and this line. And I might go ahead and push them a little bit in, a little bit more. Get them a little bit more flush back there, because I don't like seeing the bareness. So it should be fine though. But I'm gonna go ahead and adjust those hose lines. And then the next step is to put your belt back on while you have everything off. But you gotta, well, first off, you gotta put your pulley, your tensioner pulley back. So that's what we'll be doing next, is putting our tensioner pulley back, and you know, get that back on there, and then the belt comes after that. So okay, so this is where your 15, you're gonna have a shorter bolt at the bottom, so it's gonna be fully threaded. The other two are spacer threads. So you're gonna go ahead and get that back in there. And I just use the drill to get it where I need it. And then I'll come back and tighten that up. So we'll come back and do a little bit of snugging it tight. And remember guys, man, just stay positive throughout it. You're gonna bust some knuckles. You're gonna bleed a little bit. It's all right, man. It's part of being a mechanic. Mechanic life, you're gonna bust knuckles all the time. So if you're out here trying to figure out some stuff, this is the time to do it. Do it when you're young. Do it when you're old, and do it. Just do whatever you want to do in life and live your best life, man. So that's it, man. That's the motto to this. Is just keep doing what you're doing. Someday everything's gonna get a lot better. And even right now, it's all great. So be proud of what you do and enjoy your life. All right, so next, after you got your time and tensioner on, you're gonna go ahead and do your belt. This one here is gonna be the way it goes. So you're gonna make a wrap around here, come up, come over. You're gonna come over this one here, come back down, come over, and then back up and over. Anyways, yep, that's gonna be the part that's fun. So it doesn't take long though, and then you just, yep, see. Okay, so normally what I do is I like to go around the bottom one first, get it like that, come over the tensioner pulley there, and then I'll be coming over this one, the clutch fan, the fan clutch. We'll come over that one, go back under this one, and then we'll come back up and around to that one. So okay, and so when you get it to about right there and you got everything laid out, we're gonna go ahead and take this side here and run it underneath this pulley right here, and then we'll get our tensioner set up and all that, and we'll pop it onto the alternator last. And this is what you should look like before you put that belt on there. So now you're good to go. You take your right hand, put it on the belt, and get your tensioner on that, your wrench on that tensioner over there, and then you pop that on there, and that's it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take our little wrench. This is gonna be a 15 millimeter for that for that tension. So pull your tensioner, get it where you want it, and then get your belt on there. And then you check everything, make sure you're good. Okay, so we're good now. Tensioner is lined up. We got our pulley, make sure your pulley is in the grooves and all that. Same with this one, or else it'll eat your belt up if you don't Everything's looking good, and typically it normally drops into place. So, all right, so that's what your pulley should look like. By the way, my dad got smart and creative and put him some shutoffs in here. So right here, you can tell my dad put these shutoffs for the heater. It didn't want to shut off, so he went ahead and made it to where you can shut these off, to where you
shut the water off.
Yeah, you shut the water off. So, and you said the heater just didn't want to work on?
No, the heater wouldn't shut off.
Yeah.
So in the wintertime, you cut them valves on. In the summertime, you cut them valves off like they are right now.
Yeah, which allows you to have your AC back and all that too.
Well, if you leave the heater on, the AC ain't worth the shit with the heater on.
Right. Yeah, so you gotta shut it off. I got you. Yeah. Anyway, it's just a really good tip for you guys out there that might need to bypass your heater during the winter time. I mean the summertime. All right, so you're just gonna go ahead and spin this fan on and then tighten it up and look good snug. And since you got your belts on, it shouldn't be too bad to snug it up. But yeah, all right, so we got the fan on. Also, this little tray down at the bottom, it just slides down into this groove here, and there's one on the other side. It makes it a whole lot easier to work in there if you just remove that pan. Okay, so I went ahead and put my housing back on. I pulled out the 4 clips. You got 4 clips. You got one here, and then you're gonna have a 10 millimeter bolt here, and a 10 millimeter here, and then you got your other 2 here. Now you're gonna have you got your little hose that goes back there, and this one here, you got to be careful when you're taking these apart. There's a certain way you got to do this. You slide your flathead in through each side, like you start on this side, and then you get it to push down on that, and then you come to the other side and do the same thing and get it to push down while you're trying to work it out. That way you don't break that clip, because it's very easy to break that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this put back together now, and we'll start on something else after that, which would be putting our hose back on. And I gotta put this one back, and then put our air filter on and all that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our 10 millimeters back in now. And always find you a nice little spot to set something on either the windshield area, somewhere on the side where you don't lose your nuts and stuff. Get this put back in now. And believe it or not, this is going to be my first video that I'm really creating something for the channel, you know, and learning how to do this. So I'm just starting. But I want to start talking about a whole lot of things and showing you a good bit of the stuff that we're doing throughout this journey in life of helping people and you know, making a difference, finding ways to give back over the years. And man, it's gonna be a long journey, you know, but try to make it count, you know, instead of wasting time. Make a bunch of educational videos for everybody to learn something. You'll probably learn some mechanics. You'll probably learn how to work on a camper. You'll probably learn how to do little things over time, how to write books. You never know, man. I'm going to find some ways to teach some things. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time and gain that confidence to put myself out there in the world and get on social media platforms and actually start doing stuff. And I spent about 7 years off of social media just working really hard on myself and staying focused. But now I realize that this is YouTube is meant for education, man. You can put a lot of educational content out there and make a good living off of it, or make a fortune. So you guys, you got all the options in the world to change your mindset and do something better with your life, or keep working really hard towards your dreams and chasing the things that you love in this world. So you only get one shot at this. You only get one life. You know, why not live it to the max potential that you can? So that's what this channel is about, is helping people gain discipline and see that we all go through the struggle. You know, we're all doing something that it is a suffer, you know, and it's going to be like that the rest of our lives probably. Even if we were extremely wealthy, we will still deal with the ups and downs. We have to learn how to find peace, and that's the most important thing, is finding peace within yourself in order to be able to enjoy anything and everything. So you got to go through some rough patches in life, and it's a part of it, you know. I'm just lucky to be alive, just like anybody else, man. And when you find faith in God and all that, and you start asking Him to help you and do phenomenal things for you, and you see something more to life, you stop questioning it so much. Why me, me, and being a victim, and realizing that there's a lot more people than just you in this world struggling. Somebody up the road has got it worse than you do, you know, or worse than I do. There's somebody that can't walk, can't move, they're handicapped for life, you know, and it's been taken from them, and they can't go and enjoy their lives anymore. You got people that suffer from mental illnesses and actually just hereditary illness, you know, like the autism and anything of that nature, man. All that stuff is hard to overcome. So we should feel fortunate that we are where we're at, and be grateful and share that grace, and show somebody else in this world that there's somebody out here that cares about them, you know. So if you're watching this channel and you feel alone in this world, and you might have landed yourself at the right channel, because I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to pretend I'm better than anybody else, man. I'm here to really help, and that's my main objective for the rest of my life, is to figure out ways to help people in this world. So I have it all planned out. It just takes time. When you develop a plan, you have to execute it, and that's a mission statement, man. That's something that you're going to be doing the rest of your life. So I used to think with a broke mindset and a victim mindset, and then something hit me where I was like, dude, I can't keep doing this. And I'll tell you what it is that hit me, is just the thought of having kids, man. Having kids, or wanting more out of life, and wanting to be able to do things without being broke all the time. It's backs you into a corner, and it's very, very tough, man. A lot of you guys out there, I'm sure, can relate to that. So, and women too, you know. I mean, a lot of people, individuals in this world, can relate to that feeling of not having enough income to be sustainable, or educate yourself to do better things. So with money, with extra money in your life, you can go actually take educational courses, or buy things that you actually need to educate yourself, or invest in you. Like, if you like to do anything in this world, invest in the things that it takes to do those things, the things you love to do. Anyways. Alright, so before you apply this one and put that one back in place, go ahead and get your air filter on first. That way you can, because this is going to go over the air filter. And I don't know, it almost seems like it'd be better to go underneath it, but it does. It goes over the top. That's the way he's had it, so I'm just going to put it back how it was. And we're going to go ahead and get the air filter back on and get it plugged in, and then put that line on, and we're just about done. We got to fill it up after that, and we'll leave the cap off and let that vent. for those of you that know how difficult it is to film these videos with one hand and to operate this way, I mean, you gotta love doing this. You gotta love and have patience to want to do stuff like this and be able to film it at the same time. You can't be in a hurry, because if you're in a hurry, especially working on something, you're gonna end up missing something or doing something wrong and putting something backwards and then cussing and screaming and throwing things because it ain't going the way you want it to. And trust me, I can vouch for that. So I've learned to slow down and just appreciate the little things, you know, being able to actually enjoy doing this. So it's like right now I might be experiencing some little difficulties, but that's okay. I'm gonna get it. There it is. Alright, so we got it in place. We'll go ahead and snug everything down. Get it all snug back in. I don't know. I do enjoy mechanic work. But it's not something I want to do every day, man. I like to talk to people, so that's why I do it. I like to just talk. I enjoy talking to myself most of the time. Just giving myself reassurance in times whenever I start self-doubting myself or anything like that. Try not to talk too badly of myself. Try to talk good and keep a positive attitude. So, okay. We got all that on now. We have a clip here. I'm not exactly sure how this... Okay. So, this clip here... should be fine. Okay, I see how this works. Okay. I guess you could have ran the hose through here, but I'm not sure exactly how it went there. It just seems like it just goes up here. I'm not gonna clip that one actually, because that one's a pain in the butt to get to unclip it anyway. So we'll just leave that one like it is, and it's good enough. Alright. Go ahead and get this plugged back in. Make sure you got a good click, because if it's not grounding good, it'll lose power to it and it'll make your engine run funny. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put this last hose on. And get that one on there. Feel free to skip through as much of this video as you want, or watch the whole thing, you know. If you enjoy watching this kind of stuff and hearing a bunch of nonsense or something good that you might need to hear, then alright. We'll do a little double take, make sure everything's good, and we'll go ahead and go from there. And see, this is like the little things that you'll miss if you're in a hurry. You gotta make sure you tighten your drain plug back up, or else you'll lose all your fluids. Alright, should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this cap now. And when you're starting fresh again with new fluids and all that, I suggest going with the full strength must add water, because you want to be able to fill it up all the way, and then the one that you don't add water is just more for when you want to top it off. Your system's already full, or you might have lost a little bit, or you're losing a little bit. Just keep adding that stuff. It's like one that you don't have to add water to. Best part of the song, man. Alright. Go ahead and let everything roll. Now the gauges want to come up. They normally come up before. That's weird. Maybe it's because I had it unplugged for so long. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll let it circulate now. And, man, y'all, just after the hurricane, man, this place was nice. It was beautiful. I got a lot of work ahead of me. A lot of things to fix around here. Just a bunch of stuff we need to take care of, man. Just got an old truck. I want to put a hot rod engine in this thing someday. Do some good out of life, you know. Anyway. Everything looks like it's holding up. Had a good bit of bubbles going. We'll just keep an eye on it, let it hit nice solid temperature, and keep checking that. Make sure we get it filled. We want to fill it to about right here. So you just want to keep an eye on that. Let it circulate, and let that thermostat keep opening up, and that's how you're gonna get all your cooling in there, you know. Everything's going pretty smooth. Running a whole lot smoother, man. Okay, so I have had this issue before where this line doesn't want to get tight, and you'll have a lot of air bubbles still in there. I left the cap off for a good while, let it heat up and let it circulate, but it's still bubbling. So I checked my line and I was like, okay, my line's not getting hard. I can hear a little bit of liquids going through, but this should be hard. And the last time I had to get a pressure cap set up where I could pump my fluids in and build the pressure to where it'll circulate. So I might have to borrow that tool from my buddy again, unless I can get it to bleed the air. But right now I gotta let it cool off. So remember, just check your line, make sure this is all circulating good, because you don't want your hose to just be squishy and flimsy and really, really hot. All right.